What up?
Congrats on captain again.
Appreciate it.
What was last year like for you kind of stepping into that role where for years it was Russ was always a guy and then you kind of had to be in that more of a leadership role?
Last year was different. Obviously, it was my first time just being able to have that opportunity to be a captain. But I think the biggest thing was just being able to continuously learn how to be able to talk to people. It wasn't just being able to talk to them about football, but just being able to talk to them about life, having a relationship outside of football, because those are the things that can also be able to get people going when you understand their why, when you understand some of the things that they're dealing with, when you understand their hobbies, things that they like to do outside of football. You just don't want to be a captain just on a team, but you want to be a captain off the field as well. And so it had its pros and cons, just like I think anybody would say if they're a captain. But, the biggest thing is that they voted for you. They depend on you to be able to be the person to hold everything together if things seem like it's going to break loose. And last year, it had a lot of great moments, too, because you got to see a lot of rookies step up, a lot of rookies turned into vets. And you just had to be able to not only hold everybody else accountable, but we also had to make sure that we were able to hold ourselves accountable as well, because sometimes leaders need other leaders to be able to be there for each other too.
Gino said he says you guys have made strides in some of the situational stuff, red zone, third down. What have you seen from the offense in those situations so far?
Well, the biggest thing I've seen just within our offense is this is like our third year being able to run it. So, we're more decisive. We understand the type of looks that we're going to be able to get. We understand how we want to attack certain defenses. We understand kind of like how much time we have to be able to make certain moves, or if it's on step foot timing. So I think for us, it's just being able to understand how we're trying to approach every game and how we're trying to approach every single drive. Not every drive is going to be the same. There's going to be times where we need to get a couple first downs. We might want to hold the ball for a little bit, kind of treat it like a 4-minute offense type of scenario. Might be other times we're trying to be aggressive and we're going to go for it. But learning how to be able to be great in each and every decision, whether we're being aggressive or whether we're being conservative, I think that's what creates a Super Bowl team.
Tyler, how important is it to you to be consistent? You have prolific red zone numbers, but I know you're trying to be consistent up and down the field. How important is consistency important to you?
I think consistency is, very important to me. We play in a league where it's what have you done for me lately? So if you're not consistent, you're out the door. And so I think for us, are you asking me as an individual or as a team?
Well, one feeds off the
Just
other.
one,
Right.
yeah. Well, for me, I think consistency is key because, if I'm not consistent at running my routes, if I'm not consistent at getting open or even catching the ball, then, Gino might not look my way a lot. And so you want to be able to make sure that you're doing your part every single play. Even if you're not getting the ball, you want to be able to showcase that you're getting open. You want to showcase that you're still being able to make plays. And so for me, there's different things that I do to be able to get myself ready, but you also got to be able to just challenge yourself every single day, because every day is a championship day, but we don't always treat it like that. And so we have to be able to figure out how to mentally challenge ourselves to be able to make sure that we take this approach of today's a championship day and I'm going to make a championship type of performance. And even if it isn't the high level performance that I'm used to, I'm still going to be able to learn how to play at a high level regardless of whatever comes up. If I get stopped one time, I'm going to come back and I'm going to play another play at a championship level. And so I just think it never stops.
What are your expectations for you and for the team this season?
I think for me, when it comes to the expectations for the team, I just think the biggest thing, man, is just taking one day at a time and not overlooking anybody, not thinking that we're better than anybody, but being able to go out there and earn our own respect. I think that sometimes, you go out there and you might think teams are going to lay down, but it's like at the end of the day, regardless if a team lays down or if a team is trying to bring that championship type of performance, I want us to be the last one standing. And in order for us to be able to do that, we got to be able to take every day seriously, whether it's on the field, whether it's in the classrooms, whether it's through the communication so we can be more decisive out there. It's like we all got to be able to be on the same page. And as you know, this game is not an individual game. It's more of a team game. And so if the individual wins one day, then the team doesn't win. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all got to make sure that we're all winning because one person can't win by itself. If that's basketball or that's tennis, that's, golf. As far as me with individual goals, I mean, I never really had goals. I think I've always said that a little bit. But for me, I think I've come to a place in my life, I kind of relay it to, when you're using condiments. Like for me, I like barbecue sauce. So when you're squeezing it out, and it's like it's easy to squeeze everything out, but then you got a lot that's still in there. But you got to be able to shake it. You got to be able to squeeze it. You got to, like, that's where I am in the course of my career, where I have a lot more in the tank. I still got a lot more left, but you got to be able to squeeze it out of you, because it's easy to just say, I'm going to go get another one, just like I can go do another career. No, I still got a lot more left, but it's going to take a lot of work for me to be able to bring it out, because I still want to see how far I could be able to take this game and how far I could be able to go. And if it's just this year, then it's just this year. And if I still got next year, then I'm going to take care of next year when I get there. But right now, I'm trying to squeeze everything out that I got left in me right now.
What are you finding is the key to squeezing that out, to getting it out of the job?
Sometimes it's overload. Sometimes it's taking a break. Sometimes it's doing more stuff on the field. Sometimes it's watching more film. Sometimes it's just, being able to study your opponent. It really just varies. It's not like it's one specific thing that I do, but the one thing that I do realize is that if my standards are higher than the team standards for me as an individual, then I know that I'm going to be more tough on myself. And so it's one thing for me to win, but if I don't win the way that I want to win, then I lost. And so if you make the wins harder than what the wins look like, oh, we won the game. Yeah, but I just don't want to win the game. I want to win it like this, or I want to win it by this. It takes your mindset to another level.
How impressive have it seeing Jackson come back as quickly as he did, and then his presence? How much do you think that can help you in DK this year?
Man, I think Jackson has been amazing just this whole entire camp. It was unfortunate, that he had to go get surgery and stuff, but just like you guys are able to see at the start of practice, man, he's out there. And, he's still making plays. He's still being able to get open. And, this is the type of receiving core, we heard it from DK yesterday, where we're all learning from each other, because there's so many things that make each person special. And we can be able to take some of those pieces to be able to learn how to add into our own game. And so it's really cool just to be able to watch the type of receiver room that we have this year. I still think that we're a close unit. And I think that it's fun when we go out there. It's not just practice. Even sometimes it's like, it's practice. But it's like when we're going out there and it's one-on-ones, it's like we're watching. It's not, I'm just focused on my rep. It's like, I want to see how Jax does this. I want to see how DK does this. I want to see how, Bobo does this, or, Cody Thompson does this. It's really amazing just to be able to watch. And I think it's really cool because it brings out the best in us. Because when we're watching film, we're like, bro, what made you do that? Why did you think this? And so I just think it's pretty cool, because now you're not looking at work as work, but you're looking at it more as fun, entertainment, stuff like that.
Is this the best receiver room you've had?
I don't want to go there. I know that every receiver room is different, and I enjoy every receiver room as much as I possibly can. It comes with different personalities. It comes with new friends. It comes with, long-lasting relationships. But the biggest thing is I just don't want to compare rooms. But, as I'm getting older and I'm going into year 9, I'm more appreciative as I'm going into this room, because like Quandre said, we understand that we don't know how much time we got left to be able to play this game, but relationships is really what makes this game go. And so for me, I want to enjoy each and every person that we have, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, a quarterback, running back, lineman, or even everybody on the defensive end, as well as coaches. Coaches, man, we retire one day, Pete might call me and be like, hey, man, I want you to coach for me. You just never know. And so you want to be able to just keep those relationships just in hand, because you never know what those relationships can create when you're done. I mean, if y'all want me to come take y'all job, I'm just playing. I'll be a part of what y'all got going. I'm not going to take nobody's job.
With as much turnover as the Rams defense has had, what's the challenge in facing them week 1?
The Rams had turnover, but at the end of the day, man, it's still the Rams. And then I think I saw something that said, we've, through every game, it's been, super, super close. So it's not like it's been blowouts and stuff like that. you know what it's like when you're facing, a divisional game. It's like a rivalry opponent. We know it's going to be physical. We know it's going to be violent out there. And so, the biggest thing is like, it doesn't matter. You can't take this team lightly because this team came to play. They came to play last year when Stafford didn't play. They played last year when Cup didn't play, and they gave us a run for our money every single time. They almost got it to where we didn't go to the playoffs. So, I mean, you can't just look at it and say, oh, well, they lost certain guys or certain guys aren't playing, like, we're going to be okay. No, like, you still got to be able to go play because you can look at it as this is the type of team that we were last year, where we still got a lot to prove, where people are looking down on you, people don't think you're going to have a great team, and then look how we turned out. So you got to be able to take every single team seriously because even though they might not have Jalen, you got DBs over there that's trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to prove who they are, that they deserve to be in this league, and so you got to come with it.
What has it been like to see the journey that Trey Brown's been on from the injury to now?
Man, it's fun just watching Trey Brown because, like you said, like he's from my hometown, so it's fun to be able to watch that. Obviously, we didn't go to the same school. We should have went to Booker T, but just being able to watch him, like we saw what he could do his first year. Unfortunate events happen. Then he has to get surgery, and he's kind of like trying to get back into, the Trey Brown that we all saw his first year. But being able to come back with a fresh start going into year 3, being able to have a chance to fight for a starting role, I think we were able to get to see that Trey Brown that everybody knew from the beginning, the reason why we drafted him, how physical he is, how smart he is, and how he comes to play every single day. And so I'm excited for him, man, because, he's worked for this. And I know it's frustrating coming back from just crucial injuries like that. But the biggest thing is, like, that's how you win a Super Bowl because you win coming back from injuries. You win coming back from the things that a lot of people don't even know what it's like to get hurt, get surgery, learn how to walk again, learn how to jog again, learn how to cut again. Then you got to learn how to play at a high level against other professional athletes. It takes a lot of energy, and it also comes with a lot of bad days as well. So just being able to see his mindset and see what he's overcome, you can understand how excited a person can be just being able to watch him as he gets ready for this game this weekend.
What does Bobo do to get open and make plays despite not being the fastest receiver?
And we still trying to figure that out ourselves. I mean, whatever he does, it works, and it is amazing to be able to see. And, out of, I would say, all the rookies that I've probably seen just in the course of my career, he is probably number 1 or number 2, but I would probably say right now, number 1 at you would think he was a vet. The way that he approaches the game, the way he approaches coming in, like, dude is literally one of the last ones to leave. Dude's literally the last one to leave on the football field. It's literally everything that he does, he's getting himself right. He's in the weight room longer than everybody else. He's in the treatment room taking care of his body. You wouldn't think that somebody who just got out of college coming to the NFL would do nearly all the things that he's doing just to be able to prepare himself to be able to make the team and now being able to play for us on Sundays.
Who's number 2 or close to 1?
Shoot, it's either him or DK. It's one of them two.
On DK, yesterday he said he went to Cannes Film Festival, did a commercial for the NFL. He's trying to work on being a better communicator, public speaker, and opening up. Have you seen that in him?
Yeah, I saw him in a movie. I saw the preview. He's thought he did pretty good. He's been doing really well at speaking up. When he talks, people listens, and the best part about it is, when he talks, people also see the personality side of him where he has fun, and they're able to be like, oh, okay, and then when he's serious, it's like, okay, I'm gonna listen because I know what he's saying has some type of value and a lot of meaning behind it. And so I do think it's pretty cool just for everybody to be able to see that within our room because, like I said, when you have relationships with one another, man, you'll be surprised what people will do for you. Like, people will go over and beyond for you if you just have a relationship with them, and it's not just football.
In the time between running out of the tunnel on game day and, like, the kickoff, like, in between all that stuff, what's that moment like?
It varies. It's all depending on how I feel. A lot of times I'm by myself. Sometimes, I'm around DK. Sometimes I'm around other players. But, I mean, for me, it's just being able to get your mindset ready because, like, the way I've always looked at me playing football It's like, you know, I play for my faith in God. And so like when I'm out there, it's like, this is what I call church. You know what I'm saying? Like how pastors get to go preach, like this is my platform. This is what it's like for me to be able to go out there and to be able to play for God and try to play at a high level. And so like that's just kind of the mindset that I take. So it's like I try not to take it lightly. I try to go out there, and I know sometimes I'm gonna have fun when I'm playing and sometimes I'm gonna be serious, but at the same time it's like, yeah, this is my job, yeah, this is my career, but this is also what my platform looks like right now. And so because this is something that's been given to me, it's like I want to make sure that I'm doing whatever is necessary and whatever it takes to be able to glorify God in what I do.
Quickly, Tyler, just toothpaste, do you squeeze from the bottom or the top, based off your barbecue sauce statement?
Do I squeeze from the bottom or the top? I start at the bottom and work it all the way to the top, because we're talking about the ones that you got to be able to get out instead of go to the new ones, yeah. But if it was just new, to the top.
Thank you.
Anything else? Thank you.
All right.